This is Ed Vasion. Ed Vasion. Oh, I get it. I get it. He's Asian. His name's Ed and Evasion. I'm guessing it's a play on word. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Ed Vasion. Influencers can't keep getting away with this.
Morning, welcome back. Did you yassify yourself to maintain anonymity today? You know what? I think she's gonna be alright. In the past, taking photos of yourself was a one and done type of deal. You pose, someone snaps a few shots on a Polaroid camera, only thing you can do next is leave it up to fate. And pray you didn't blink 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday at exactly 6:45 p.m. That was kinda nice and way less stressful. But
you keep your eyes open like this the entire time. Keep them open. And then sometimes you'd get the red in your eye.
after the generational shift of 100% of the population having their own personal smartphone cameras in their pocket, and everyone and their baby trying to outmog each other, taking a selfie, spending hours doing Photoshop surgery on it before posting, well, that's life now, I guess. You gotta look at least somewhat AI.
I'm not gonna lie, like for me, when I post like a short or an Instagram reel, or yeah, an Instagram reel like I did earlier, it probably took me an hour and a half to get all that going. It was embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing, but I got it because I was editing it, and I had probably like a couple hours worth of footage that I was trying to consolidate into a 1 minute 30 second and a 1 minute video, which took far longer than you think. Far longer. It was embarrassing. Probably an hour on the short and then another hour on the Instagram. Kind of embarrassing. I mean, I had fun doing it, but yeah, I just to make sure that, I mean, I didn't edit anything other than shortening the clips. That's the extent I go to.
Generated to avoid being called chopped by strangers on the internet. You know who I blame? Snapchat.
And I included my chopped self because I saw the video after the fact. Like at the beginning of my video, I'm walking on my short video, and I'm walking. I'm like, dang, I put on some pounds. All right, I'm posting it. I don't care. What do I care?
Ever since they came out with that cursed dog filter, our body dysmorphias have morphied into a different plane of existence.
What the f? I hope it ain't no goat. If that thing stick your tongue out, get out.
With all this prodding and perfecting we do, no one knows what anyone looks like anymore unless we see them in person, which is even more awkward when you meet up with a friend.
I hate those filters. Like, I remember, like, people would share pictures of them having that dog filter, the tongue, oh, open your mouth and the tongue sticks out. I remember seeing those everywhere, and I was like, I hate that crap. I hate that crap. I'm never talking to anyone that does that. Never talking to anyone that does that. They better not send me any of that nonsense. Luckily, I've never been big on social media, so I avoided all those stupid stuff.
After they posted a selfie, and all you can think is, bro, in the past month, you've had like 4 different faces. You okay? At least with this abundance of pictures with beauty filters slapped onto them, at least we can train ourselves to recognize when things have been tampered with. It's not always that easy, changes can be super subtle, but here are some tells you can start with. Walls wavy? Yes. Body proportions crazy? Double yes. Picture looks superimposed, like they've only yassified the face? You might be cooked if you think this is real. Okay, now that you've mastered the art of selfie fraud detection, let's do a little test. Thoughts about this picture? I sense a great disturbance in the Instagram. Well, damn, we've done it now. Pandora's box is open. A new breed of super evolved human manhwa yaoi bratstall hybrids have started appearing all over our feeds, taking over our timelines with their impossible body proportions. All we wanted with social media was to snoop on people's lives in peace, not constantly question if your coworker's Facebook profile was made in a lab. What the heck, man? What's with all the riddles? We already got so much nonsense in our lives to deal with. Where should I invest? What job is worth sinking 40 years of my life into? Does anything we do even matter? As the cold touch of existential dread creeps up behind us. Well, actually, finding the right healthcare provider is a good start, because we got ZocDoc, a free app and website that helps you find and book high-quality in-network doctors. Stop for sponsoring this message. Even though we say we're all about body positivity, skinniness is still at the forefront of everyone's mind as the beauty standard. The expectation to be thin.
I don't know. I think it's people who are not comfortable with who they are. That's an issue. Like me, I know I need to get healthy. And shedding some weight will help with that. But that's it. I view it as a health thing, not skinny thing.
and has never really left, as seen on Skinny Talk, where the promise of fast results with the least amount of work possible makes baseless dieting trends go viral. Come with me as I show you how I fiber max with Ozempic and my original water of the day recipe. This is only the tip of the dieting fat iceberg, and an example of a sentence that has never existed before. This one's kind of new. It's called the 3-bite rule, popularized by a content creator who shared this practice as a way to curb her fast food addiction and maintain her 90-pound weight loss. Take 3 bites of whatever you're eating, then throw the rest away.
I order what I want and I take 3 bites of each. Those of you that are like, it's not 3 bites, it's 6. Well, no kidding. I'm glad that you can add. I take 3 bites of everything. If I order 5 things, I take 3 bites of them.
Leading to multiple variations of people taking this out of context and turning it into a trend.
So I have a rule that I kind of live by when it comes to living in balance, and that is my 3-bite rule. 1 to say hello, 1 to enjoy, and 1 to say goodbye. Because the first bite, you're like, oh, we were discovering. The second bite, you know what you're getting and you enjoy it. And the third bite, you're like, it's not enough. Don't restrict yourself. Have just enough.
This is who remembers the Tootsie Pop commercials from back in the day? There was, hey, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get the center, crap. I had the line in my head. Hey, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center, center of the Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1 or 2, then bites it and eats the whole thing. They're literally living that. They're literally doing that, hey, Mr. Owl.
Okay, this might be a stupidly obvious statement to make. I can tell some of you didn't grow up with Asian parents. Raise your hand if you weren't allowed to leave the dinner table until every grain of rice was gone from your bowl. My parents would run dinner time like the Navy. Throwing away food like this, it all seems a little performative, because the more you can shrink your waist by vacuum sealing all your internal organs until you're a size 0, the better. Is it for the better? How can a person be skinny, curvy, 7 feet tall, and short at the same time? Pretty sure these are the limbs of a tall person. Like if she stood up straight in this photo, her head would definitely touch the doorframe. The editing going on here is crazy work. Humans don't normally look like a mishmash of different people's body parts. The more you move things around using filters, the more uncanny it'll look, unless you take the time to change everything else so it matches, which people don't always do, and we end up with the wildest looking waist. I will say, the way she managed to make herself look flat in this photo might be a hidden talent. Like, that's actually kind of hard to do. With all these insane, physically impossible standards to meet, like being so thin that when you turn to the side, you're just a straight line, people can't post pictures in peace without feeling the need to throw in a filter, even in video form. So you know how K-pop idols are known to be extremely fit, right? Even then, that still won't stop entertainment companies from giving their employees body dysmorphia, a la waist slimming filter.
I saw it.
Come on, really? She's already so thin. The way it makes her look like she's just sucking in real hard every time, someone in the audience is gonna think they're high as hell, and all they had was water. So the main demographic of Skinny Talk is female, the male equivalent is Bulk Talk, Bulldog Noodles. Where men eviscerate all their body fat by working out 24/7, eating nothing but pre-workout and week-old chicken and broccolis until they're 0% body fat, 300% sinewy muscle. Huge if true, except it's not. There is an ongoing war against any waist that's wider than a sheet of paper. The men, even they're not allowed to have normal-looking waists. There are only 2 body types allowed here, yield sign or Doritos.
Yield sign?
Okay, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. Might want to go talk to your landlord about potential flood damage in your unit. I have never seen a wooden beam bend like this before. Or a microwave, or a stove, or an arm for that matter. Is this like a new update I didn't know about, where everything is made of rubber? I know we all want to be JoJo characters, but it really doesn't look as cool as you think it does in real life. Everyone's just gonna be concerned for you more than anything. Hey, so we noticed you've been working out a lot. No, we think it's cool you've made your waist tinier than the size of your neck. How about we all go get our thyroids checked for fun? This is not a sleeper build. This is a sleep paralysis demon build. Who's falling for this, man? I would like to think people are smart enough to know when a photo spin ran through.
People aren't smart enough. People aren't smart enough. They are basically a skeleton at this point. Yeah. The sad thing is this stuff works. This stuff works. Like, there are people who have made a career online never showing their real face, never showing their real body. They're just like Instagram idols, Instagram icons that nobody knows exactly what they look like because they think they know what they look like because they've always seen them on Instagram. But their real life self is completely different.
The AI beauty filter machine. But I don't know, media literacy seems to be lacking these days. Besides, what if using beauty filters is too girly for you and you don't want to be like, computer, make these guys super yoked and horny? You could always try a bodysuit with built-in abs.
Okay. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm not gonna lie. Like this stuff, like when I'm watching like Indian cinema and they have like the old actors portraying roles, they always have this. They always are wearing this underneath. It is so obvious. So obvious. It is laughable. It is laughable. But who knows? Maybe I just need to embody it.
Never mind, this is doing way too much. I can't even ask, where my hug at, without looking like a fool. Why? Your biceps so squishy? Sir, are you okay? Your abs shifted to the side of your body when you sat down. Is this like a medical thing? Hey, let's just stick to good old reliable beauty filters, because if we know if it's not real, they can't hurt us. What in the toxic CEO boyfriend body type is this? Now this is what male Korean beauty standards want you to look like. They're all about that pale complexion, shoulders broad as hell, with a slim, masculine, 5'11" body type. The research does say that the ideal body shape for Korean guys leans towards more boyish and androgynous, instead of just being a huge mass of muscles. What's more they them goated than looking like a 10-foot tall yaoi character, using his big ass hands to carry around his little boyfriend while also having a Bella Hadid waist. Can't believe we get to live in a time where we get to see people transform into biblically accurate BL characters. I respect it. Not sure when this exactly happened, but this account just randomly started popping up on my feed. The first thing I noticed was the very natural and coy use of beauty filters, making his natural aegyo very refreshing. Heck, he might even be all natural. What beauty filter? Hey, all I can see is one of those futuristic tools that can move around on its own. There's a handful of posts of him
It's got the nose of Michael Jackson.
in Colombia. Colombia, so pretty. Nature is fantastic. Colombia is amazing. For now, let's just call him world-traveling CEO Neem from Colombia. Catch this beefy hourglass figure in Canada, South Korea, China, even... No business proposal here, no Secretary Kim for him to romance. Him and his shoulders are just going on a world tour to touch grass. Good thing he's not a formal wear type of guy. If he was, he'd go through at least one suit a day. One shrug from this guy, and it's over. Okay, let's just say that CEO Neem has never touched a filter in his life, doesn't even have Instagram or TikTok, and he actually looks like this. If I saw this person in real life, like that couple over there, I will be clutching my belongings. And slowly backing away. Come on, kids, it's not safe here. If you ever look into East Asian beauty standards and what they expect, this is kind of close to what they're envisioning. Super tall, super buff, super skinny, waist so thin, even the trees start moving in to get a closer look. Sure, this is dialed up to 3000%, but in a decade or two, I'm not going to be too surprised when those accounts obsessed with looks maxing unironically start to look like this. So if everyone's expected to have uncanny hourglass body shapes with 1/100th of a waist, would this perhaps be gender equality? I don't know what they put in the water down in South America, but mi gente Latino. Just genetics. Forgive me for contributing to the unattainable beauty stereotypes. You know what? I respect the honesty. It's not her fault that maybe she's born with it. Come on, lighten up. How about less negativity and more giving people the benefit of the doubt? You know, someday we're gonna have to make all our doors huge on the top, huge on the bottom, and skinny in the middle to accommodate people. So might as well get used to it now. Can't wait till we live in a world where me and my BFF can walk into the bathroom without judgment, take a mirror selfie, caption it, no filter, after we've obliterated a public toilet stall for fun. What? Don't tell me that's not the reason people are getting their waists so snatched. Going to the gym on a regular basis.
Aliens are real, clearly.
Totally fair if you want to show people your progress.
And they're among us. They're among us.
You might even inspire people to get yoked themselves. But if your pictures don't have at least a minimum of 3 of the main components of modern day gym selfies, funhouse mirror, gym equipment made of jello, and an AI-generated sticker face, then people aren't gonna
that
want
looks
that.
all fake.
Oh my god. It actually does look like someone wearing a face-tuned Kim Kardashian mask. You go, girl. Stun on those haters that say this is fake. Alright, so by now, if you couldn't tell, these accounts with the excessive use of beauty filters are a parody of sorts. For the most part, I think. Hey, I respect anyone who's down to keep the bit going for the memes. Thanks for your service. We've been thoroughly entertained. The only thing that might be slightly concerning are the people who can't physically post a picture unless they yassify themselves into anonymity. Your family members are gonna think this is an IMVU avatar when you show up on their feeds. Why is she posing like she's about to start a flash mob in the middle of the food court? It's kind of sad. Social media has made everyone so insecure about their looks.
Yep.
The baseline of looking normal doesn't even exist anymore. Say no to sticker A.
I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm okay with how I look. I'm okay with how I look. I don't care. I don't care. But there are a bunch of people who are afraid to be seen. There are a bunch of people who are afraid to be seen in public without layers and layers and layers of caked on makeup.
AI faces. What kind of message is this gonna send to your kids? They literally share the same face as you. Okay, I should be nice, but this looks like a Facetune demon took over the mom's body and is about to eat these kids for breakfast. Oh, another thing that might be a cause for concern. The people who follow and salivate over these influencers thinking they actually look like this. Oh god, please let these 20k likes be people in on the joke. If you think this is a real person, I'ma hold your hand when I say no one is waiting for their table at Denny's in Fashion Nova and a full face of makeup. That is IHOP behavior. We know the head doesn't match the body, right?
That is Bratz doll. That's a Bratz doll. That is not a human being. That's a Bratz doll who's walking around. That's a monster. That's a monster. We need to capture it, lock it up, and study it for science. For science.
The size of that thing, no way she's not toppling over right when she stands up. The proportions are wonkier than videos of CEO Neem from Colombia walking around the forest. There's beauty filter used for good and beauty filter used for evil. Not sure what my verdict is on these ones quite just yet. I guess once we all start using filters to make JoJo character versions of ourselves, this will be our new normal. Which isn't the worst, at least we know that this looks so insane, it's physically impossible to achieve, that we'll never try it. We know that, right? Right, guys? Please, for the love of God. Actually, maybe I don't want to look like someone drew a yaoi character from memory. I'm gonna deep fry all my pictures until I give off the same air of mysteriousness as this person.
Don't leave your coffee for too long and then be surprised why it's cold. I'm not talking about coffee.
Well, have a good day, try not to be dumb, and mi gente Latino.
Don't leave your coffee for too long and not be surprised when it's cold. I have no clue what the heck she was talking about, or they were talking about. I have no clue. That was a confusing one. That was a confusing one. I like the name. I like the guy's name, Edvasion, but I think like Wani's more of an it has more of an entertaining kind of commentary. He just seems to be saying stuff. But again, people fall for that kind of stuff. They get so they go down that rabbit hole. And they start just living in that avenue. It's crazy. They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. Yo, Jay. It's again, influencers should be honest and whatever the person who was traveling the world, like a fake Korean whatever influencer, like it was obviously fake, obviously filters on. That is obviously done as a joke. So it's understandable. It's acceptable because, well, it's a joke. When it's a joke, it's more like, okay, we give it a pass. But it's when people literally start believing the things and they can't tell the difference between reality and fiction. That's when it becomes more of a problem.
You guys got a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.